Boxing was crazy yesterday. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. Shout out to Usyk getting the victory. Um, Crazy thing about the Usyk and Daniel fight was, Dan, you only hit him with 2 body shots. How much did you get paid? You understand me? Like, bro, how much did you get paid? You only land 2 body shots. So you mean to tell me throughout the whole fight, your strategy, your corner. That's why I tell you about these people. This is no disrespect to the Brits, but shout out to Joe Kawasaki, Carl Forbes, Connor Ben, Chris Eubank Jr., Chris Eubank first, Chris Eubank Sr., Chris Eubank Jr., the Bens Sr. and Jr., you feel me? Frank Bruno. I'm talking about the real legends of the UK, the real legends of the Brits, niggas that took body shots. But bro, like nigga, I had you knocking him out. In the round I had you knocking him out, he knocked you out. You gotta understand, you can't box with this guy. He's more lighter than you, he's more quicker than you. You understand me? The nigga is like, it ain't like there is. Tyson Fury and Lomachenko in the one. And Usyk, made me put my foot in my mouth again, bro. Like, damn, you lost. But shout out to Usyk for the victory. Shout out to Ukraine. Shout out to Russia. Mother Russia. You did your damn thing, man. From now on. I mean, dang, Daniel, you let us down, nigga. But great fight, great event, great card. We're gonna move on to the Jesse Band fight. Before the Band fight, we're gonna get to the Trevor Mccumby and Diego Pacheco. Great fight. The headbutt clash was crazy. But it was a good fight all around. The card was lit. So shout out, to Diego Pacheco and Trevor Mccumby. Like that fight. Shout out to Dan Rodriguez for pulling it off. It was crazy because how you seen how that stoppage was, and you seen how I'm gonna get to that fight too. The Fundora and Tim Tszyu stoppage, the same stoppage happened around the same time. I mean, one was the 10th, the other one was like the 5th, 6th. You know what I mean? So, shout out, Bam looked good. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, he looked like a machine. He on that snack." Let me tell you really something. If you train your body a certain way, then plus you gotta look at the class that he's in. The punches might be hard, but it might not be effective. It might not be effective. So there's a difference between a higher weight class and a lower weight class. The punches might sting, but it might not be that effective. You understand me? But it's how you train. I'm tired of you people blaming Snack. If you want to blame Snack, go take the shit. Go call him up and take it. You feel me? Because every day, nigga, you eating chicken. So you on steroids every day, nigga. You eating eggs, right? That shit, they sterilize that shit. So I'm not trying to hear none of that Snack shit. If you want to go holler at the content, get on that shit yourself. Because it worked. It worked. I don't give a fuck with anybody. I'll punch a hole through a nigga if it worked. But shout out for Bang getting that 10th round stoppage. Great fight. Looking forward to November and see what you do. Know what I mean? Now we gonna get on to the PBC side of things. Shout out to Gary Russell. Gary Russell came to put on. That boy looked there sharp. Sharpest out of the whole night. Sharpest out of the whole night. Gary Russell Jr. He was the sharpest out of the whole night. That nigga, he was super duper 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 sharp. Shout out to the victory. The prelims was lit. They all came to show. The prelims was lit. They all came to show. Then let's get into Pitbull, man. Pitbull came prepared. Pitbull listen. I let the Rayo situation happen. Oh, Robert, you got Pharrell. Listen. What you think what you did with Rayo, this shit ain't happening, y'all. Ain't none of you niggas outboxing. That nigga footwork and angles was on a beam ski. He was on a beam ski. Getting you niggas out of here. That boy, he would destroy Williams Zepeda. He would destroy Shakur. Pitbull would destroy you. You not fucking with Pitbull, Cruz. That's why y'all can't touch Tank resume. You cannot fuck with Pitbull, Cruz. Williams Zepeda is not a Pitbull, Cruz. Pitbull was gonna sleep ski. Shout out for Pitbull, Cruz, and that victory. Now let's get into it. You know, Tim Tszyu came in with a game plan, got dropped in the first. But bro, you gotta learn how to bend your knees and keep moving to your left, which is Fedora right because he's southpaw. So as Fedora being in southpaw, you're moving to his right, which is your left. You getting out of the range of what? His left. Bend your knees, move to your left, which is his right. So every time you come, you can sidestep, jab. That overhand is going to catch him all day, but your game plan was something terrible, bro. But for Fedora being an Eiffel Tower, oh my God, how he was rolling, punching, and all that. See, people got to be careful when you're dealing with a skinny person or any type of person. If they're taller than you and you coming in on the inside, their elbows is always going to cut you. But it was a headbutt. But let me tell you something, Tim. All you got to work on is your knees. Now I understand when Keith Thurman said, "I never fought an Australia flat-footed Mexican." No, he's in Australia. He half Australian, half Mexican. Only problem I have with Tim is bend your knees, man. Bend your knees. Bend your knees and create angles. You'll be great. You know, your dad was great. But you watch Turkey shitting on you. Like, Turkey, I'm gonna be real, Turkey. You my man, bro. But y'all ain't got this. See, you keep trying to shit on PBC fighters and blackball them. Y'all ain't messing with PBC. Now let's get into the main event. Pacquiao Barrios draw. It was a draw, man. It was a draw. I know a lot of people thought Pacquiao should have won. No, which I did too. But it was a good fight. You know, Barrios kept it clean, kept it straight. His jab was superb. You know, he looked like a true champion yesterday. I can't take away from what Barrios did. You know, he just wasn't listening to Bob Santos. Bob was like, "Yo, do not touch his glove when you get out there." Soon Barrios go out there, he touches his glove. I'm like, this nigga crazy. Barrios funny. Yo, the Aztec warrior, that motherfucker funny. Barrio is funny. But he did it with a legend, man. He did it with a legend, man. Barrio's resume is great too. He got a great resume. But he showed me he tightened up from the Abel Ramos fight. He tightened up his guard. He made sure nothing was gonna slip in. Was gonna put him down or nothing. And the good thing is he didn't gas out. Barrios didn't gas out. Something in that Texas border. Boy, because with Barrios and how Bam was looking, them niggas wasn't tired for nothing. Shout out to Texas. You know, I love Texas. I ain't even been there yet, but I got family out in Houston. Shout out to my cousins, Maisha, Little Juan, their mother Viola, her husband, my little cousin. Shout out to all of them. But besides that, let me know how you feel about the fights and what you think in the comments about all the fights. And just like that,